Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Chat-eau.
Where today we cover Pokemon Rangers and the Mystery of the Manaphy.
That's not at all the title, actually.
Well, I got some of it, right?
You want to try that again?
Yeah, it's Pokemon Rangers and the Temple of the Sea.
Yes.
With special guest Manaphy.
It is the 9th Pokemon movie.
Is it really number 9?
Yep. God damn it, Bucky.
It doesn't feel like it's been 9.
Yeah, it's the 9th, alright.
That means that it's been like, you've been doing this for 36 weeks.
It's episode 36.
Yeah, I know.
Congratulations.
Oh, I didn't actually know this was episode 36. That's actually kind of cool.
It is episode 36.
Yeah. Good job with that. Good job on 36. I think the furthest we ever made it into my podcast was like 20. And then we were always like, all right, this sucks.
God.
Actually, I'm going to start doing that again soon, so I'll let you. It'll be in the B&D chat. So
cool.
So make sure you check out the non-Pokemon. No one even watches.
Anyway,
no one watches when I'm on this episode. Like I actually looked at it.
We literally just watched. We got finished watching this movie.
Like literally, we turned it off, and now we're starting.
I have never seen it up until this point. All I knew was that Manaphy was in it. That was
good movie.
Literally it.
I like it. Personally, but then again, I remember watching it when I was younger, and I absolutely fell in love with Manaphy because of this movie.
It is super cute.
Yes. And it also helped that I had Pokemon Rangers at the time.
Yeah, playing Pokemon Rangers before this actually, like...
helps make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I guess a little bit.
Like if you hadn't played the game, you'd be like, what is he doing with that Beyblade?
I was like, wait, that's weird.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
I should stop doing that before I hit the table again.
So we'll just, what I usually do is go through like a summary of the movie, like kind of like in order of what we can remember.
So pretty much how it starts is we see this dude with some belts in his beard. We call him... actually, sorry. How it really starts is this blue thing floating in the sea, and then a spotlight out of nowhere in the middle of the sea hones in on a tiny egg.
Yeah, it's like, oh, guys, we found it in the middle of this vast ocean.
It's like we found it, and it actually zooms out to show the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even...
Thankfully, it was floating, like, man, maybe it's like 10 feet underwater. That's
maybe
pretty
they
convenient.
had some kind of special, like, egg sensor.
Egg sensor.
Yeah, eggs for Bart.
Anyways, so this non Team Awkward team.
Yeah, they kind of like they're pirates. So
it's basically Team Aqua.
They pirated the.
It's Team Aqua that uses bug types.
Weirdly enough, yeah, they're literally a gang of pirates.
They use bug types,
and they used like a Heracross.
It wasn't
Beedrill. Sorry, not a Heracross. A pincher. A pincher. I'm just gonna pincer you.
A Parasect, and I believe Beedrills, and a Chatot.
And he did have a Chatot, but he never put.
That's mostly for the pirate motif, obviously.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And also, this was before Gen 4, so that's one of many Gen 4 Pokemon that were just randomly in this movie.
Yeah, we don't know exactly when this movie came out. Rather, like I don't know in what timeline the anime was at in America, at least. Yeah. So,
I mean, we know it came out in 2007, and it was after Pokemon Rangers, the game.
But we don't know if...
did it take place in the middle of a Hoenn season? Or was this the last thing that...
Because, I mean, May, Max are in it, so...
But then again, we don't really watch the anime, we're just watching the...
Yeah, there's over 1,000 episodes. Someone, Zeal asked me on Discord, have you seen all episodes? I was like, oh, God, no.
I mean, it doesn't sound that hard. If you watch, like...
It's gonna take forever.
Yeah, but you could watch half a season a day.
There's like 20 seasons, though.
Yeah. It's like...
That's so long, dude.
40 days. It's a month.
And also, try to find every episode legally.
Yeah, legally. Just cut away from this. But So we don't actually know the timeline, so it's kind of weird.
Well, anyways, they get this egg, and like the pirate's like, aha, yes,
I can do the thing.
I will be king of the sea, and then the egg's swapped up by one of the henchmen. It's like, oh man, what's going on? And the henchman turns out to be a Pokemon Ranger.
He literally says, "You want to use this egg for the evil of fucking whatever.
That's literally what he says, apparently.
And then he runs on the wall. He's like, not even a joke. He literally, it's not like he was going fast enough to get the gravitation
going.
He just starts off on the wall and runs for a good 10 feet on, completely parallel with the floor, runs. And then he gets outside the ship and he jumps 20 feet in the air, does a backflip, and lands with the egg still in his hand.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking ridiculous.
He's on vitamins, as they call it.
It's weird.
Pretty sure it's steroids.
It's pretty honestly, because he's just a normal human.
Yeah, at least we think he is. He's blonde.
Oh,
he is blonde with blue eyes. Was he left-handed? Let's see. Where's the case?
I think that's his left hand.
He's left. Oh my god.
It's Cam.
Cam's a ranger. When you get to Cam's house tonight, you should be like, hey, I didn't know you were in this movie. Sorry, we're gonna need a second.
So he escapes with the egg. The pirates are like, "Grr."
He uses the little fucking Beyblade from the games to catch a pharaoh and flies away.
It wasn't a pharaoh.
Wasn't a pharaoh?
It was a mantine. And he swims away.
Oh no, he did the pharaoh later. Right.
Yeah.
Never mind. The pharaoh was later in the movie. Sorry, I'm remembering him catching different Pokemon randomly.
At different times, yeah.
And then he caught a Zapdos.
Whoa, dude, spoilers. End credit spoilers that have nothing to do with the story,
but he did. It's canon. He caught the Zapdos. Or is this...
I mean, if you want to go by Pokemon Snap logic, they come from eggs.
I guess. Is there just multiple of every legendary?
Yeah, probably.
Well, because it is canon in there that there's multiple Manaphy's.
There's multiple Celebes.
Is it really?
Or at least... Because in Forever, a bunch of Celebes come in to help the one that was dying. So it's either a bunch of Celebes or all of the same Celebes coming in from different time points.
Both of them blow my mind.
Yeah.
It is a time traveler. Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
So it's either same Celebi.
It's either self-helping itself, this is when we die, guys, go fix it.
Or it's just a bunch of Celebes from different timelines.
Anyways, so he gets away, cuts to main characters.
They're dying in the desert?
Yeah, they're literally, it cuts to them with a solid white background. And they're like, haven't seen a town, need water. May, I need some water. Okay, don't drink it all, Max. 2 dribbles pop out. You drank it all! What did I just say?
It's also the first, this is when we have a new voice cast for Ash, Brock, and Jesse and James, I believe.
Oh, all of them? I thought it was just...
It sounded like the Team Rocket had a different voice, too.
I don't know. I haven't seen
But this is the first movie where they changed. It's not Veronica Taylor anymore.
Okay.
This is not the original Ash. But I think this Ash is fine. I have no problems with the voice actor for this one.
Okay.
Sounds a little more mature, so...
Sounds like a boy.
I mean, it's still 10. No, he's still 10 years old, so not.
You don't know that.
Matters.
He's 10 plus 20 something.
No, he's 10.
But he's also
at the beginning of the Unova, they state that he's 10 still. 10-year-old Ash Ketchum going to Unova.
So you're telling me he went from Kanto through Sinnoh and all of the adventures in between in less than a year?
Yep.
And it wasn't until Unova that he aged. Or sorry, not Unova,
Kalos?
No, it wasn't even Kalos. I think it was
Alola?
Alola, I think, is where he finally got older. I think it's canon that he's older now. He's 11.
So. I don't believe so.
I don't want to.
But what's odd? What's even odder is that in I think the second or third movie they had a special called Pikachu's birthday or something, and they celebrate the fact that they've known each other for a year.
What?
He's still 10.
We've known each other for a year. I haven't aged.
Yeah.
Aren't you jealous, Pikachu?
It's pretty.
You got a year older, but I'm still 10.
It's pretty wacky, honestly.
Dude, that's wacko. That's fucking stupid.
Anyways, main
No,
cast.
I want to just... give me 5 more seconds to just... for like months. But it took like I don't understand. Fuck the anime, dude. Like, fucking come on, man.
1,000 episodes, still 10.
But it like at one point they said they were there for like, but they knew each other a year. You just said.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Like, I get it, they want to keep them 10, so the demographic for Pokemon's always 10, but like.
Which I totally disagree with that philosophy, but whatever.
Like, well, the anime is for kids.
Okay.
Do you still watch the anime?
No. I didn't stop watching because Ash was the same age, though.
You didn't stop watching when you became 11? Like, well, he's not my age anymore.
I stopped watching because of that god-awful opening for Diamond and Pearl.
Here it is.
And
yep, that's bad.
No, and Jirachi Wishmaker. Those two combined made me stop watching the show. Anyways. The gang see, like, floating bubbles, and they're like, oh, it's water! So they go to find it, and then...
I just want to point out, he had a corpfish.
Uh-huh.
But they were fucking dehydrated.
Yeah.
He could have just drank
Brock also had a Marshtomp.
But he also had a Marshtomp.
Yeah.
But they could have just... With the water...
It's technically spit, isn't it?
Doesn't matter. If you're fucking about to die from dehydration, I'll drink some Pokemon spit. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to die. Fuck. Dude, fuck you playing Monster Hunter World. Sorry, my Xbox is on it. It just gave me a notification for some guys. I don't even know him, but he's playing Monster Hunter.
We see them like head towards it, and it's like a friggin' magic act? Would you say?
I guess it's like a circus act, like a traveling circus.
They're like practicing for the next event.
They use psychic types and water types to make giant floating bubbles, so they can have water like shows outside of actual like aquarium tanks. Yeah. So it's like traveling Shamu.
And obviously they're like, oh, a bunch of random kids. Yeah, you guys can
just
join
hop
us.
in our fucking van.
Yeah, we'll take you anywhere.
We're 2 old men and old women and a young woman.
And we're just gonna let you join the circus act.
Yeah,
all right, here we go.
So we've got Papa Chin, who's got the most defined chin ever. His wife, who's pretty hot, and Brock makes it apparent that like both of the women there are hot. He's like, I'm a fan of you. I know who you are.
Which is the same. Which happened in the last movie, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew.
Lucario and the Wishmaker. Could you imagine?
But oh god, I forget her name already. Something Summers or something like that. She was also really famous. She set the world record for breaking world records.
Anyways, Brock was like, I know all about you, and you must be her sister or something. No, that was May that said that.
Oh, okay.
May was like, you look like you could be her sister, and she's like, oh, stop, and knocks the shit out of May. Like, just fucking...
decks her, yeah.
Yeah, and then it cuts away. And then we go to hospital. No.
And then May is dead.
Yeah.
No, but... So they become part of the act.
Let them join them, and then it's
Jirachi Wishmaker all over again.
And then it's like goes to them performing in a city, and then they just pick up Pikachu. Like, wasn't it the
Politoed? The
Politoed, like this little orb flew over, stole Pikachu, and was just like, "You're in this bubble now," pretty much. And then the rest of the gang got picked up in bubbles. Like, you just met them, and now they're part of your fucking act. What's wrong with
And they're like,
people?
wow, this is great.
Yeah, they're just like, whoa, we can't breathe. And then Team Rocket, of course. Oh, sorry, we missed a big point in there. They have a Buizel, also Gen 4, that goes and presses a button on what looks like a lamp. Manaphy's egg is in there.
Spoilers, dude.
They don't know that. Magical, shiny thing that we saw the Rangers steal was in there.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, just cut out me saying Manaphy's egg, and then cut it out again when I just said Manaphy's egg, and every time I say Manaphy's egg, just cover it up with, ah!
Hell no.
You just have to stretch it out like.
I'd rather not.
No, hell no, don't actually do that. It's just fun to talk about. If you had like a dedicated editor, then maybe that you like paid to do this. But sorry. So that's the spoilers. The little egg thing, it was in there, and then not remembering anything, they cut to this clown, and I'm like, that kind of looks like the Ranger on the cover. And then, yeah, so that's something I said randomly, and then like 20 minutes later, oh shit, it was.
Yeah, it's the Ranger.
Whoops. I guess I subconsciously remembered that from when I watched this as a kid. But, so they're part of the act now. They're traveling with them for no good reason. They could have left them in that city where they did that. But no, they kept traveling with them. Because where the fuck were they even? Like, I know Hoenn, and I didn't recognize that city.
Well, I mean, in freaking Heroes, they went to Venice. Pokemon Venice. It wasn't called Venice, but it was basically Pokemon Venice, yeah. That's like a disclosed area in Gen 3 somewhere, I guess. I don't know.
Undisclosed. Just, yeah. It's there somewhere.
Yeah,
but you can't get there because there's not a gym. Apparently. So, they keep traveling with them, and then the Buizel fucks with the little egg again. Like, the Buizel just, like, fucking knocks
It's really fascinated with this.
It's really obsessed with it. It carries it outside of the little trailer, and May's like, ooh, an egg, and just picks it up. And then the clown walks over, just like silently takes it from her, goes shh, but without actually doing it. He just mimes it. He goes, and then walks away and hides the egg. And it's just like, well, that's not suspicious at all.
Yeah, it's like that's actually kind of creepy.
Yeah, no, that's really creepy.
Not really please, ma'am, would you hand that to
that point, they have never heard the clown talk.
Yeah,
and they've been traveling with them for like I don't know, at least a couple hours.
Yeah.
Like, I would say at least a day, because it's a whole nother time for them to practice to actually do the show.
Uh-huh.
So I assume they practiced the day before. So they traveled, like, this movie doesn't take place in 24 hours. No. It takes place over a couple days, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, we see a couple days go by, like the sun going down and shit.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But that's later whenever they're on the boat.
Well,
oh, yeah, there's a boat. Can you guess? The movie's based around the sea, and there's a boat.
There's several boats.
There's multiple. There's a submarine.
You have boat blood in you.
Your ancestors were boats. There was a submarine. That was the one he did the backflip 20 feet in the air onto. So at this point, Team Rocket saw it whenever it was outside. Blah, blah, blah. They called the dude that was trying to catch it, and all hell breaks loose.
Not yet.
It's about to.
Yeah, so
shit is about to hit the fan.
There's a bunch of
They're turning the fan onto high mode right now.
Yeah, there's like a little details here and there, but basically that friggin'
Phantom, I believe.
Oh no, not yet. Like they like stop to like eat or something, and Team Rocket sneaks into the trailer to try to get the egg.
Right.
And then they get the egg and like, ooh, we got it. But then Manaphy switches their bodies around.
Oh, yeah. So Manaphy has this power, which isn't explained until later in the movie. The egg just glows, and they turn red, and then suddenly they're all in each other's bodies. And then at that point, you said...
Oh, yeah. In Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and I think 4, Manaphy is in it, and it makes you swap with characters with someone, like a little heart switches with them.
And at that moment,
I was like, oh my god, that's why Manaphy does that in Smash Bros.
You had no idea. And then just randomly...
What was it called? Heart Swap or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Heart Swap.
So for anyone that never knew why that was in the game, it was this movie.
It was pretty funny, though, because they go outside and they're like, Team Rocket, what are you doing? They start doing like their
thing,
song.
But like Jesse is Meowth. Yeah. And James is Jesse, and Meowth is just sitting there, just like,
that's James, yeah.
I'm a human.
Yeah.
Gotta love me.
That's actually one of my favorite parts, is them running away, just because, like, they're like, oh god, why does Meowth have such small legs? And then Meowth's like running. Oh,
yeah, James's legs, like, yeah. Like, just like full out, like fucking.
Oh, it's pretty.
He's like, long legs are amazing. Whoa. You got it to go full screen. Cool.
Shut up, you. Well, yeah, they almost escape on their little blimp when the Pokemon Ranger catches a Fearow this time.
There it is. He got the Fearow. And then Pikachu hops on Fearow, goes up there, electrocutes him. No, I'm kidding. They can't electrocute because they were going to do that, but the Ranger was like, no, there's something precious on there.
Yeah,
which is that the first thing he said? No.
To them.
Yeah.
Yeah, to them.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, the first thing that Ash and them heard him say was, "No, you can't." Like, bitch, you haven't talked...
In some weird accent I can't decipher.
I don't know. It's something. I need to go get another soda, man.
Alright, man. So, yeah, Pikachu hops on, gets the eggs, and then Firo pops their blimp and sends them blasting off again.
Which, they could have just had Pikachu electrocute it since Pikachu was holding the egg. Like...
Well, Firo had to do something other than fly.
No. I mean, all Zapdos did was fly.
We don't know that.
That's true.
Yeah, it fades away and whatever. Anyways, so they get the egg back, and then Team Not Aqua shows up like immediately
we might
afterwards.
as well just call them Team
Notqua.
Notqua.
They show up pretty much immediately afterwards. They're like, let's get the egg. They're like, shit. And then it's just a chase for a while. Yeah. Like, the ranger has the egg, but then he switches it to Ash.
The captain pirate comes down and actually chases them. And then he lifts a fucking boulder.
That boulder is at least a ton.
That thing, dude, I'm guessing it was probably like 2 tons. It was like a 5 foot by 5 foot round ass boulder.
Yeah.
And then the ranger just goes, "Oh, you must take your vitamins."
Which is one of the best part of that movie, too. One of the funnier parts. Whoa, you take your vitamins?
Yeah.
It's like, really?
That was a good point.
Yeah.
And then, a couple seconds later or whatever, the chase is still happening. May has the egg. May and Max are running. And then the dude's gonna, grab it from May, and Max goes, "Don't touch my sister!" Sticks both his hands in the pirate's mouth and just pulls.
Ouch.
Yeah. And then I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Like, what are you doing, Max?
Knocks the egg. Well, the egg's in an incubator, I guess.
He has his hand on the egg.
It's in an incubator.
On the incubator, and he pulls, and it pops the lid off. The egg goes flying straight up, physics.
Obviously.
And May goes, "No!" and jumps and catches it. Because, plot convenience. We can't have the egg of the main character smash in the fucking first 20 minutes of the movie.
That'd be pretty funny, though, if it just splats, movie just ends.
Fucking...
movie just ends.
That...
Right. No!
Well, who wants omelets?
Manaphy
and
omelet.
Credits.
Yeah.
Blue omelets.
Yeah, and then, the freaking pirate, all of them are just eating it together. They're, friends now.
I almost spit Mountain Dew everywhere. Fuck me. I'm just like, hey, this is pretty good. I know, right? We should kill Pokemon more often. Pika? Shit?
No, we got Executes over there.
Fuck me. So anyway, she catches the egg. It doesn't smash. They don't eat omelets.
Unfortunately.
That one.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Can you imagine Manaphy omelets?
They're so good, they make me feel like I'm someone else.
It's good for the heart.
Swap.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck me.
That
was the whole movie. Goodbye.
We're only 20 minutes into the movie.
That's funny because we're 20 minutes into the fucking... Are we just going to recount the movie moment for moment?
Oh, my God.
So, at that point...
Egg hatches.
The egg hatches. Manaphy comes out and it starts crying for the next 20 minutes.
I was like, man, I thought Jirachi was annoying.
To be honest, though, it makes sense. It literally was just hatched.
It's a newborn.
It's gonna fucking cry.
And,
but I will say, its cry was kind of cute. It just made me want to go, I want to hug it and protect it forever.
But you can't. Because
it's omelets. Oh.
It says, "Oh, May, you must be my mommy," or whatever. So May's
Except it just goes, "Mana."
Which you thought it said.
Dude, back in the day when I first saw it, I legit thought it was going, "Mama."
Which makes sense.
I mean, it's not that far-fetched.
Yeah.
Because it literally mostly said it to May, and
Mana.
May was its mama.
Mana.
So May hatched it, and it was holding while it was hatched, so Manaphy's like, "You're my mom now."
And they're like, "Shit, we gotta go."
Yeah, apparently. No. The pirate was like so flabbergasted. He's like, I wanted to hatch Manaphy with my own hands.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's just like frozen for a second, and then they get away because of it. Then they have helicopters, and they shoot into the fucking trailer and yank the bitch with giant like tethers. So they all run across, they detach it, and then the helicopter should have crashed.
But they detached from.
But they detached. Like,
so they're fine.
Come on, man! You could have put an explosion that wasn't caused by a Pokemon movie. That would have been kind of cool.
What are you talking about?
Explosion. They could have made the helicopter.
What is it, Michael Bay? Oh, anyways, they go on to. You alright?
Anyways, fuck, dude, this movie was interesting.
Now, like, actually, they take a break from like the action because now for the most part,
no, this is where the Beedrills come in because they sent the Beedrills while they were in the helicopters, and then we're like, why do they still have bugs?
I mean, it's still just part of like the
helicopter chasing.
Yeah. No, that was before. That happened before the rock lift thing.
Was it?
Yeah. Which, we skipped over because it really wasn't that important because we explained that they got away.
Well, it was important that he took his vitamins.
So now the movie becomes kind of similar to Jirachi Wishmaker. How they have to bring that legendary Pokemon to a certain spot. Which is what happens in Jirachi Wishmaker.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
and then...
So a big chunk of this movie is just them swimming on sailing in the ocean, going towards a temple.
Pretty much. Well, first, all that happened where it was still crying, and then they were like, "Oh, look, it stops crying when May's holding it." So that's to try to drill into your head that Manaphy and May are gonna have a strong bond together, because
everyone gets one.
Yeah, everyone gets one.
Max had Jirachi.
Ash had
literally everyone else.
Ho-Oh. He has Ho-Oh.
My God, you're right.
Brock had...
Anyways.
Shit, Brock hasn't had one.
No, I don't think so. Not even Misty.
Brock has every girl that's ever turned him down.
I don't think Misty has one either.
Well, Misty doesn't fucking matter. Misty's the shittiest out of all of them.
Honestly,
fucking hate Misty. Come at me, bitches. Misty sucks.
Verity's better. What?
Who?
You always say that. You always forget who Verity is.
Who?
I hate you
from the movie.
Yes! You always forget who Verity is. They're one of my favorite characters in the franchise.
Pause it real quick, because you're going to have to cut it anyway.
Okay, we're back because Bucky was in a laughing fit.
I had a moment where I almost said the same spoiler that got cut out of another episode. So that's why that had to be paused. But anyways, yeah, Misty sucks.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about how everyone gets their own movie.
Yeah,
and how Manaphy and May have the attachment. And then they start making out hardcore. That was a really weird scene.
What scene?
When they started making out. Manaphy and... I almost said Dawn. When Manaphy and May started making out hardcore.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, you remember that? They were just like... She was just like... Mama! And they're like tongue and saliva. Like, it was just so weak. And then they never talked about it again for the rest of the movie. Like, everyone was standing and watching. And, like, the dude with the chin would just kind of put a thumbs up. You're trying your best not to laugh. That was a joke, by the way. That wasn't actually... Yeah, just like, I'm into pokophilia. The only reason she's my wife is she's a ditto. We're giggly today.
Oh, we're gonna go to hell. I hate to admit, we made so much of those inappropriate jokes when watching this movie.
So, like, literally during that point, Trixie Elon just looks at me and goes, "The man, if you just..." And I'm like, what? So that's where that came from. And then they get on a boat, and then
Honestly, like a lot of things that it's just like the other movies a lot. Like it just stuff happens that's not really important, but there are little segments like Manaphy and May getting closer together, making more of a connection.
When they first got on the boat, this is another part that showed that off, where they were gonna leave with just the family and the ranger and Manaphy, and they left, the main crew behind. Then Manaphy started fucking crying.
I don't know why they didn't think of that, to be honest.
What, the fact that Manaphy would start crying?
Yes, exactly. They just said, "Oh, it's like a newborn."
Mama.
Yeah, just take a newborn baby from its mother. What do you think it's gonna do?
It needs more of mother's milk. Sorry, I made that joke a lot too. They literally went, "I guess you're a mom now, man." And then I'm like, "Time to breastfeed."
She's 11, dude.
11. Yeah, Max is 6. But he got his heart broken by a legendary Pokemon.
We're going to double hell.
He wanted to fuck it just like he wanted the Weasel. Make that triple hell.
Anyways, holy crap.
So they stopped the boat. Oh, actually, Manaphy used the heart swap again on the Ranger and Ash, which the heart swap went through the water all the way back to the dock to Ash. So they had to pull the boat over to let so that's when they explained what heart swap was.
Yeah,
and that was the whole point of that.
And so the gang's with them now, and they start sailing towards the temple. May and Manaphy get closer together. Not like that, you fucking perv.
Yeah,
but
Manaphy just wanted some more milk.
May teaches Manaphy how to say "I love you," which just it's adorable, but at the same time, just like.
Before all that, there was a random unnecessary scene of them all just swimming.
Oh yeah, it was just there.
Yeah, it was just there.
Yeah.
Max has a fucking Speedo. He's 6. Come on. Animate him some trunks like you gave fucking Ash.
Those are sweet trunks.
Those trunks were pretty cool. But, no reason. Max just dives in and grabs on the Buizel. I'm like, oh my god, he does want to bang that Buizel. Dude, Max has a thing for Pokemon. That's why he doesn't catch them. He just wants to...
Are you done?
No, I wasn't. But I will be. He doesn't want to catch them with a ball. He just wants to catch them like a predator.
Oh my fucking god. Thank you for joining us on this review of Pokemon Ranger.
Alright, we'll see you next time. We should stop now. This is all being recorded. So, fucking long time on the boat. The ranger says to Ash, gets them separate so he can just talk to Ash. He goes, "We need to separate the girl and the Pokemon."
The girl and
the girl in the blue.
I forget her name.
What's her name? Maylene.
Dawn.
Maylene. Misty. No, that's the orange-haired girl. How do you know her? Anyways. So he's like, you have to keep them separated, and fuck you, I almost called her Dawn again. And May was sitting at the door, just listening to it all. She just so happened to be walking by when she heard her name and was like, huh? So she walked in and was like, you don't need to worry. We aren't that attached. And then Manaphy swims up and says, Mom, I love you. And then just
and she just runs out crying.
She just runs out. And then she doesn't go and see Manaphy for a day and a half.
At least a day, yeah.
Yeah, and Manaphy's just outside the boat jumping up going, Mama, Mana,
I love you.
I love you. God damn it. Just give that little blue fucker a hug.
No, because they can't get too attached.
No, I mean... Dude, fuck that ranger, man. He's such an asshole.
I mean, no, he had a good point.
Yeah, but, what if Manaphy wanted to live with May for the rest of its life after the temple?
It couldn't.
It could.
No.
You don't know.
It's a legendary.
So,
it has a purpose.
I literally own, 50 legendaries in my bedroom alone.
Really? Yeah. Why don't you give me any?
You never asked.
Oh.
That was the stupidest. Out of all the things we've said today, so far, that's somehow the stupidest.
We talked about a lot of stupid shit already.
Oh.
Shut the fuck up.
So, she's ignoring Manaphy. Fucking, for some reason, stops ignoring Manaphy. I don't remember.
No, she loses her headband. Or her bandana.
Right. Her head bandana flies away. And Manaphy goes to catch it. And then the bad guys show back up.
It goes really deep underwater for it being just a piece of cloth.
And then, it's animated, it's being blown in the wind, but it's, underwater. I guess they just didn't know how to animate wet cloth, so they just animated regular cloth. And then they went in the submarine to go find Manaphy, because they thought Manaphy ran away because it was sad, but it wasn't. It just wanted to catch the hat, or the scarf, the fucking bandana, whatever the fuck it is. And then...
God, dude, calm down.
So they do that, and then the bad guys come back, and the bad guys are like, we're bad. And
that's not what happens next. There was a Riptide.
Right, the Riptide first.
Yeah, because they go after Manaphy in a submarine, and they're like, oh, where is he? And then they find Manaphy.
And then they get sucked up.
Yeah, there's
sucked
a
on.
Riptide that was like, oh, man, we're about to die. But the Manaphy's
like, no, just come this way, dumbass.
They do it, and then, oh my god, it's the temple. Who'd have thought?
No. They were getting followed, and then they found the temple.
I mean, they weren't confronted by them yet.
That's true.
Yeah, so this whole time they were followed by Team Not Aqua.
Team Fagum.
Sure, why not?
And
then he's like, the captain guy was like, I'm gonna go on my own.
And he was like, I've got this the rest of the way, and got in a one-man pod. And then they get there, they start exploring, and then he pulls up inside the fucking temple and gets out and starts following.
Which is it's surrounded by aura or something, so they can breathe.
Something so that it's like
a force field,
bubble,
yeah.
It's not really explained.
It's just
then lo and behold, Team Rocket snuck aboard, which they didn't really do anything on that island. They were just kind of there.
Oh yeah, that's mostly what Team Rocket does in these movies.
They're fan service. They're just for the fans. Literally, we skimmed over it, but at one point they literally say "Diamonds and Pearls," and Meowth goes, "That would be a good name for a game."
Yeah. You were mind blown at that.
I lost my shit. And then in the box for this DVD that we have, it has an advertisement for Diamond and Pearl coming out June, whatever it was.
It's pretty sweet.
It's pretty fucking that's a national treasure.
It's rad. That belongs in a museum.
And then again, when they're getting out of the pod, they go, "Diamonds and Pearls, let's make it through this season first."
Oh.
And that was the whole movie. That was the best part of the movie, and nothing else topped them making a Diamond and
We're
Pearl
almost
joke.
done, fuck it.
No, we are pretty close. Then they go through the temple.
They come across an ancient scripture that they can't read, but
and
lo and behold, the captain can.
Fucking Captain Cuckold over here comes up.
Captain Cuckold.
Comes up and he's like, "You guys are stupid, but I can read this. It says this." And it's like, the people of the water, guardians of the crown is here. Pretty much. It's just a bunch of bullshit that he reads, for no reason. And then he's like, "And I have this," and it's the same bracelet that all of the family of fucking water people were carrying. And it's but his is broken.
Who couldn't read the scripture, but he could.
Yeah, exactly. She's part of the water people, but she couldn't read it. Oh, I guess Grandpa just didn't teach me yet. Come on.
At least that shows that the bad guy has knowledge. And
he actually
he studied
on fucking getting this crown of jewels.
He's not just some random thief who's like, "Ooh, I want it."
Oh, no, this thing looks pretty. He
actually wanted it and had a plan to go for it.
And has been searching for it for years.
Yeah.
So he opens it with his broken ass fucking version of her bracelet, which got used earlier in the movie, but it really wasn't important. We completely glossed over that, where they were in that little mini temple.
Because it doesn't really...
It really was just kind of filler time.
The thing we skipped over was just them explaining that they had to go to a temple.
Mm-hmm, pretty much. It was them going to the big temple with all the art that says, "Go here." And then they went there. That's all that was. It was 15 minutes to explain 2 seconds of plot. And then that's also around the same time he picked up the boulder, and it just wasn't needed. They could have explained it in a much They could have literally had a book inside of the trailer that just said he needs to go to this temple instead of going to the dungeon that said go to the temple.
Anyways.
So that was the same bracelet that he used for that, which opened that. They go in, and he just grabs one of the jewels and fucking yanks the shit.
Yeah, apparently, like, the crown he was talking about was just, like, this statue that has a bunch of different jewels.
Which it's implied that thing is what keeps the aura bubble around the city, keeps it floating, and keeps air in it.
And guess what he does immediately?
He yanks the bitch. And Manaphy's on the inside, like, it's like this water tower surrounding the crystals. Manaphy's swimming around in it, like, this is so cool. Wait, why are you grabbing that kind of thing? And then, like, he's yanking on the fucking big-ass jewel. Like, it's fucking 4 foot by 4 foot by, like, 2 foot long. Yeah. It's fucking huge. And there's, like, 19 of them. And he just goes, mine. And Manaphy gets flung across the room, hits its head, and he's just like, this is mine now. And then everyone's like, no, you're an idiot. And then all the water comes in and splooshes them away. And then he keeps stealing more. Yeah. And then the ranger comes out of nowhere. He had gotten, like, a man-tyke or something to fucking float him in. Yeah. And he's just like, no, you don't. Ha-ha.
And so he's putting all the jewels back in that he can.
And, like, while fighting the pirate, then they both grab the same one, and then they fucking fall over, so the pirate chases that one, and the ranger can't get back because he got sucked, like, toilet-style, flushed out.
To a different hole.
Yeah, to a different area that he couldn't get back to the crown in. So they all are starting to go back, and then magically, everyone gets back to the submarine, but May and Ash don't get in the submarine, but the others do and leave.
Because Manaphy goes back into the temple.
And May follows, and Ash follows, and then they put all the jewels in, except for one, the one that they followed, and fucking went somewhere. It just disappeared, and the fucking fat dude couldn't follow it.
The fucking fat dude.
I'm just calling him different shit every time I refer to him. I just realized that. But, so they put all of them in, and they're like, well, now we can't do anything. And then they leave. And they're like, well, we gotta try and escape. And then they find the little fucking capsule that Team Rocket was in.
No, they find the jewel first. Remember, Pikachu points at the jewel.
They're running back to the capsule, or just to anything.
They're running back to the submarine.
They run right past it in like a little fucking like a designer fountain bullshit. And it's just sitting there. And all of them run past it. Manaphy, May, Ash, and then Pikachu sees it and like, Pika.
Exactly like that.
Yeah. Like, you can watch it back. It sounds just like me. You could overlay that and it's perfect.
I'm not going to.
No, not you. I'm talking about the viewers.
Oh, okay.
Like, we're not doing any work. Fuck them. They don't do anything but listen. I'm kidding. We love you guys. Come back next week. It'll be less scatterbrained than this, I promise. Or it won't.
It won't have you. I don't know that much.
Oh. Why not? What will I be here?
It's Gen 5.
Oh, that's good. I don't really know Gen 5. So, yeah. Shit. This is the only thing I ever had to do on Fridays. Now I don't have anything to do anymore.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah, it kind of does.
But, yeah, they find the thing and they notice, oh crap, it's getting more and more flooded. This sucks.
So
hey, I got an idea.
Fuck this, let's get in the capsule. And then Ash is like, alright guys, let's get in the capsule, and then locks them in the capsule, Manaphy, Pikachu, and May. And he's like, bye guys! And he runs to go take the crystal back, like...
This is the second time he has almost sacrificed himself in a row.
God, what an asshole. He can't fully sacrifice himself, he can only almost.
Because in the last movie, he tries to save the Tree of Life from the Lucario movie. Mm-hmm. And if you were to give off all your aura, you would die.
And he tries to give off all his aura.
Yeah, but then Lucario stops him. He's like, no, I can do it.
No, let me.
Yeah. And Lucario sacrifices himself.
And then Lucario's owner just smacks him. He's like, no, me. And then Brock, no, me.
Yeah, what?
Just everyone.
Gary, no, me. What are you doing here?
I'm smelling you later.
And then Gary gets hit by Blue.
Fuck off. And then Blue just leaves.
The Tree of Life just died.
Thanks a lot, Blue.
Oh, I guess Mew's dead. Oh, that makes me sad, huh?
Is that what that was?
Yes.
I don't remember that movie.
You need to watch it. It's really freaking good, actually.
Is it in the top one so far?
Yeah. Of the movies I've seen, of the movies in the podcast I've seen, it's number one.
Really?
It's way better than Heroes.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck you. I loved Heroes.
So did I.
And I didn't get to watch it with you because I was asleep. Did you bring that up at all in the podcast? Yeah, J-Thor and Bucky were supposed to be here, but both the assholes were asleep when I texted them, so I just went home. It's exactly what happened, by the way. J-Thor and I both woke up like 20 minutes after you'd already started leaving, so we were just like, well, now we have nothing to do. So, fuck, where were we? Ash takes the crystal back, puts it in, and then everything starts fucking glowing. He turns Super Saiyan, and just fucking makes no sense. Like, the castle starts getting its bubble again. It lifts it, rises to the top.
Rises to the top of the surface.
It's like it was always underwater, but now it's on the surface. What? Ash goes Super Saiyan and fucking
saves May and Manaphy and Pikachu from the capsule.
Yes. Or we assume it was him. It doesn't show it was him, but later it shows he was inside the fucking... It's stupid.
Yeah,
man.
glowing
tentacles.
Light, glowing light tentacles, kind of
just like swoop around everywhere.
Yeah, and
grab it, and then Ash is inside one of the tentacles. Well, it's better than the tentacle being inside him. Oh.
You just had to say another fucking...
I really did. Well, at least I didn't bring up the other thing it kept saying with the
crystals. Shut up. We're not talking about that.
Well,
the captain snatches Manaphy.
We're not talking about how the crystals look like...
Shut up.
Okay. So the fights the pirate gets knocked off his little torpedo. Then magically his submarine has handles on the top for no reason. He was piloting the submarine from outside the submarine with two little bicycle handles that had brakes on them. They had handbrakes.
That kills you when you forget that.
What the fuck are handbrakes gonna do on a submarine?
You'll never catch me.
I'm gonna do a stoppie.
That broke you.
And the whole time we couldn't pause the movie because I couldn't figure out how to pause on Xbox.
Oh,
so
yeah,
every time I wanted to pause, I'm like, we can't pause it.
Oh yeah, this one Kyogre shows up out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, he just shows up with all the other.
They're like, yeah, we did it. Manaphy gets stolen, so they're trying to destroy the submarine.
And Kyogre's like, I'm here.
But then the submarine's like, confuse Ray, and just fucks up all
so
the
Manaphy
Pokemon.
Starts singing, and everyone's no longer confused.
Kyogre hyper beams the fuck out of it.
Manaphy hops on his back and then goes and hyper beams.
Oh.
That's an important part.
That's probably the best part of the movie.
Yeah, no, that hyper beam was awesome. And then it's like, well, they're dead.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the hyper beam revealed that the dude, in fact, was not taking vitamins. He had a mech suit on.
He was, in fact, not taking vitamins.
Yeah. In fact, I think the ranger even said, he looks like a guy that wouldn't take vitamins. What the fuck?
Just a callback to that.
Yeah, it really was. It was just a for no reason callback. He was just wearing an endoskeleton enhancer bullshit, and he was holding open the fucking blown ass submarine gap that it was gonna kill him, and then it gave out and it killed him, and then that was the end of the movie.
They didn't kill him, unfortunately. They were taken to jail.
Yeah, he was definitely taken to jail, but at least he got to keep his hat.
Yes.
His hat was sitting at his feet while he was all buckled up in chains.
So everyone's flying around those tentacles.
Yeah, after they win, the tentacles grab everybody, and they're all flying around Super Saiyan style. And then it reveals that all those things were making a giant crown over the entire temple. The entire temple was the crown.
It's symbolism, I guess.
How amazing was that? That was the coolest...
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
It was, I get it. It was it's kind of clever. The whole thing was just a giant crown. But,
it's
why?
Yeah.
And then this temple sinks back into the water, never to be seen again, except for by Manaphy. And then Manaphy leaves, never to be seen by May again.
Bye, Mama. Love you.
Bye, Mom. Time to go to college. You won't see me ever again. And then Max was like, now you know how I felt 2 movies ago.
Douche.
And that's the end of the movie.
That was actually 3 movies ago.
It's fucking 2 movies, not counting the one we were on.
So 2 movies ago would be 8 and 7. It would be movie 7.
So it was 9 movies ago.
No, movie 7 is Destiny Deoxys. 3 movies ago is Jirachi Wishmaker.
12 movies ago.
We haven't reached that far yet.
No, movie number 23.
We haven't reached that far yet either.
We haven't even reached 22. 21 comes out next month.
Yes.
Should we do like a podcast about that one when we see it? Like the next night, by the way? Or should we wait until it gets
I might want to do like a live reaction kind of deal. Like where we give our initial impressions like on a video.
Okay. Like we just record it when we're at the...
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, we shouldn't have been talking about that on this podcast, but now you guys have something to look forward to. So
anyways,
overall...
That's true. That's the Manaphy movie.
There was a lot of filler, but it was still a decent movie.
Every movie has their filler. Like Jirachi has it. I think even Lucario has some filler in it.
But at least the filler in this one wasn't horrible. Like it was
kind
of
fun.
It was definitely fun to make fun of.
Yeah.
We were making a lot of jokes.
So many jokes.
So many penis jokes. Just everyone had a penis apparently, because everyone was getting jokes. And then of course the best joke. Oh man, that's making out, not anything else.
Yeah,
whatever you're thinking, that's dirtier than what I was implying.
But overall, I think
you.
This movie is just alright.
Like maybe a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I feel like it's about as good as Pokemon 2000 in my opinion.
Which isn't bad, but it's not.
It's not. But
like you definitely wouldn't be like, you need to watch this one, but you wouldn't say, well, I mean, if it was on.
If any of them are you need to see, like honestly, it's just Lucario.
Not even Heroes.
Heroes is like if you liked Lucario, I'd say give Heroes a watch.
If you like Lucario, give Heroes a watch.
Yeah, because Heroes is good. Don't get me wrong. Heroes is my second.
So you're saying that, like, for the most part, the only ones that need to be watched, obviously the first one because of nostalgia, and that's just kind of where it all started.
Sure.
Because no matter how bad it actually is, it was a great movie for its time, and everyone has a little bit of nostalgia saved up for it.
It's not even that bad, honestly.
It's honestly, I still love it.
Yeah, it's a good movie. That's something I might want to do too. Is like give a quick summary of my other movies, just because all my fucking Pokemon movie podcasts are down, or I put them in private.
Except for the ones that we're doing now.
Yeah, the only ones that are up are the Lucario one and this one now. Because the other ones are set to private. Because I was gonna get copy strikes if I didn't do that.
Well, I mean,
one more copyright strike and this channel would have gone down.
All you really have to do is just take the old videos and cut out all the pictures. If you have the files still.
If people want to hear them again, I can do that. But I haven't had anyone
leave in the comments. If you want us to figure out how to put them back up, leave it in the comments for them to check out.
Sure, because I can do that.
Or you know what? Like, comment, and subscribe.
No, don't. I hate when people do that.
The thing is about commenting, and subscribing. It moves your. The more comments and likes you get, the more the.
Yeah, but liking a video should be common sense.
Not really, because there's a lot of videos that I watch where I'm like, that was a good video, but because I'm watching it on my Xbox or something, I don't go and like it. I only like certain ones that I want to find later, personally.
And so you like it?
But that's only certain ones.
Yeah, but you still go and like them because you like those videos.
No, because I like almost every episode of Game Growth, but I don't go and click the like button on every single one.
I don't either.
Exactly. I just watch them 20 more times to give them a ton of views. But it's liking and commenting on stuff makes the algorithm read it more, so it's more likely to put it on people that aren't subscribed to you.
Yeah, but
so that you get more views in general.
Yeah, but people just have the ability
to
comment.
Definitely comment. If you're no one's gonna read it, we're gonna read it. Look how many comments are out there right now.
Anything comments are the number one thing I want more than anything. Yeah, I wouldn't care about likes or anything like that.
Don't forget to share us on Vimeo.
What the fuck is Vimeo?
So again, overall, good movie.
It's alright. There was we had a villain who was alright, and
villain who was competent. A legendary that fucking blew something up. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, Kyogre shows up for 5 minutes.
Max wasn't really relevant.
Yeah,
he was around, but
he wasn't really too annoying in this one.
Yeah, he wasn't. They didn't give him enough lines to really do
it. It wasn't Jirachi Wishmaker. It's always a plus.
But plus soul.
But this movie was just okay. One thing I don't understand is there wasn't really any reason to make it a Pokemon Rangers movie. They could have just had any other trainer. I understand they wanted to make they wanted to like
it was just solely for the game that it just recently came out.
They wanted to like promote the game, which is fine, but at the same time,
not to mention it was also a good way to tie in the event for getting Manaphy was in Pokemon Rangers. So
right.
That was their way of saying, hey, don't forget, now you can get Manaphy in Rangers to send a Diamond and Pearl.
Right, but at the same time,
it was all just
why was a Ranger in that region anyways, when Rangers have their own region that they go to?
Technically, from what it seems like, Rangers are in every region. They're just,
we just never see them.
Exactly, they're just not important. Because we follow around a trainer
and this is the only Ranger.
Trainer, and we only fight other trainers. We don't fight people that aren't trainers. And technically, Rangers are trainers.
I don't know.
They're like
it didn't need to be a Ranger.
They're like hippies.
I guess.
They're like, keeping animals is wrong.
It didn't
using
need to
them
be
and throwing them away is better. All right, you're good. Pew, pew, off into fucking nowhere land.
So, like, it didn't need to be a Rangers movie, but I do like how it incorporates it. We never see Rangers again in movies. At least I don't think so.
Well, the thing is they literally could have taken off his Ranger outfit and he still would have been the fucking character he was. Yeah. Like, he literally, the only reason he was a Ranger was because of that jacket. Without the jacket, he still could have been the fucking...
And the Beyblade.
Well, I mean, for plot conveniences, it was like, I don't own this Pokemon, but hey, it's right there and let's use it. Otherwise, he would have had to actually have the Pokemon he was using, which... honestly wouldn't have been that hard of a fix.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, well, I mean, of course we would have gotten to watch him catch a Zapdos.
Ooh.
Alright guys, thank you for watching, listening, experiencing our hour-long rundown for like an hour-and-a-half movie.
It was like I said, it was okay. I gave it like a 6 out of 10, honestly.
I'd give it a 6.5, but then again, my rating system doesn't count since it's the only movie I've watched with you. On the nostalgia factor for me, it ranks higher.
Mm-hmm.
But like on an actual regular ass, like
no
bias. First time watching, no bias. It's a decent movie.
Yeah,
like it's
very cute. Like, the moments with May and Manaphy are definitely really cute. And there's some moments that are really awesome, like Kyogre hyper beaming the submarine.
Yeah.
But
it's definitely not a pass.
Yeah.
Like, if you just have the chance to watch it, it's worth watching. But I wouldn't say go out of your way to go and buy a copy of it just to watch it once. If you're like him and trying to collect all the DVDs, then yeah, definitely give this one a watch and break the Jirachi disc in half and then put it back inside of the case.
Well, the Jirachi disc I have has 3 other movies, so I can't do that.
Really?
Yeah, it's a 4-in-1 movie disc.
Which movies?
The 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it's Forever, Heroes, which I don't want to destroy Heroes.
Oh yeah.
Destiny DX.
Well, see, now you gotta go buy a Jirachi just to break it. God damn it! You should have done that on that review.
We'll see, because apparently the Shaman movie is bad and the Hoopa movie is bad. So I want to see how those compare to Jirachi Wishmaker.
I kind of want to keep joining you on all the movies now because this was fun, just sitting down watching a movie.
Right. That's how I've been experiencing these movies. Every movie from now on up until I Choose You, I've never seen.
Okay.
So.
And you and I went and saw I Choose You together.
Yes.
Which I can't wait for us to go again next month for.
I can't wait to get to that episode.
Oh, the episode for recording.
For I Choose You, yeah.
Which when we get to watch I Choose You again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good movie. Right now, I'd say it was like an 8.5, if not a 9.
I'd give it a 9 at least until right now, but we'll see.
Especially that part when...
Shut up. We're not spoiling that again.
I was kind of hoping you would be quiet and then just make it sound like we cut away from it.
No.
It's so fun to do, like, not cut cuts.
Here we go. Alright, I guess that's... Do you have anything else to say about this movie?
If you watch it, Manaphy will become one of your favorite Pokemon. It is so adorable.
I don't know about that. Because of the polls.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of people that said they never watched this movie.
But they've played the games.
Yeah, but Manaphy isn't the same in the games. It doesn't go, Mana, I love you.
That's actually, these polls are quite hilarious. So the poll is, what was your favorite mythical Pokemon Part 1? Because at this point, this is the 4th mythical Pokemon we had. Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, and Manaphy.
Everyone loves Mew.
Exactly. I'm actually going to do this.
Comparing Manaphy and Mew isn't fair. Because it's like...
On Twitter, we had 22 votes.
That's like comparing the pet dog you've had for like 10 years and some random like mud on the street. Like, which one's cuter? Like, alone, the dog on the street's kind of cute, but
so
this one that you've had for your entire
So on Twitter, we had 22 votes. Manaphy, 4%. Jirachi, 23. Celebi, also 23. And Mew, 50%.
Are you kidding me? Manaphy got that low?
Manaphy got 1 vote.
Shit, that was me. You said Twitter, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was me.
Now on Amino, we had 63 votes. Manaphy, 11.1. Jirachi, 17.5. Celebi, also 11.1. Mew, 60.3. That is the most one-sided voting I've ever seen in a Chat-eau poll.
Now, take out Mew and see who's... let everyone that voted on Mew vote again.
I was like, oh my god.
They just remake the poll, not counting Mew, because everyone loves Mew. Mew is too one-sided.
I didn't realize Mew was like that loved and that beloved.
Do you don't know how sad I was when I lost that Mew bracelet?
Oh yeah, the Mew bracelet I gave you.
I've looked online and I can't find it anywhere. It just broke off my arm one day. And like,
well, because you never took it off. Like.
Yeah. It's because I loved it.
I didn't realize. I was like, damn, Mew's fuck.
Mew is fuck.
In response to that poll, we had Jen who said, clearly Mew. Which obviously, yes, they were correct. 60% of them. That's such a huge one-sided fight. Oh my god.
I was the only person on Twitter that voted for Manaphy. Which I love Mew more, but Manaphy is very close.
Right.
Like to me, Manaphy doesn't, or Mew doesn't count, because ever since the first movie, Manaphy holds a special... I keep saying Manaphy. Mew holds a certain place in everyone's heart, but Manaphy...
Mew is also very adorable in Lucario and the Mystery of Mew.
I don't remember that one, so...
You gotta watch that movie. It's really good.
Okay.
It might make you cry.
I don't know. I didn't even cry during the Glenn scene in Walking Dead. That was a tearjerker.
Oh, yeah,
actually, I will... Are you watching Walking Dead?
No.
Okay, so something happened in an episode last night, which, for anyone that is not caught up on Season 8 of Walking Dead, I would cut away right now because I'm going to say a decent spoiler. I'm going to give you a second. Alright, here it is. So last night, this one character has a tiger. The tiger was eaten by the zombies last night, and I legit started crying. I was like, no! 'Cause it's this badass tiger. That, like, literally the guy is called King Ezekiel because everyone's like, oh, he has a tiger that follows him around. He must be a king.
Oh my god.
And then, like, the tiger died saving because he got shot in the leg by, like, a 50 cal. And he was trying to get away, and the tiger came out and attacked the horde that was following him, and then the tiger got eaten, and I was starting to cry a little bit. Like, it was legit emotional. Like, I was like, no. Anyways,
it's funny how pets dying is more...
Dude, it really is.
significant than, like...
Because, like, when it's a human, you're like, I can see the bad in them. They kind of deserve to die. But when it's a pet, it's like, they didn't know any better. They were just like in fucking I Am Legend.
Oh, man.
Fuck, dude. When he had to break his own dog's neck, that was so... Spoilers for I Am Legend that came out like 20 years ago. I don't know, like...
After you said it, spoilers.
Well, that movie's been seen a lot more than Walking Dead currently is, because I just realized Season 8 was out on Netflix, so I was watching it this morning.
Oh, gotcha.
So, anyways...
Let's go back to
Pokemon and Pokemon dying?
Connie said, rip Celebi. Because at the beginning, Celebi had, like, no votes.
Oh, okay.
But then they replied with, oh, never mind, it's in third now. It tied with Manaphy and Amino, at least.
Yeah, I know, but, like, I guess...
I'm surprised Jirachi beat Celebi, honestly.
I guess it's all based not on the movie, for a lot of people.
I suppose so. Well, I mean, if that's the case, because everyone saw the first movie but didn't see anything past it, so they just saw Mew and like, oh, I love it.
Probably. I mean, I love Manaphy definitely because I had one in the game.
Right.
Getting that egg myself made me love it more because I fucking hatched it.
Especially after the movie.
It. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I never really had a Mew for a long time growing up until, like, what game did Mew finally come out and was easily available?
Right.
It was just, like, I loved him from the show and stuff, but Manaphy, I actually had one, so that's why I have such a bond for Manaphy.
Fair enough.
God, too many fucking mythicals with M's. Manaphy, Mew, Melody.
Melody? You could have just said Meloetta.
Mirachi. McTeeny. Stop me.
The Shady Scarecrow said, That's it.
You guys didn't get to see the blank face. Just the most blank fucking stare.
Jan said, I didn't like it. The villain was a pirate, and I don't like pirates. Also, didn't like May's almost motherly care for Manaphy.
What do you mean almost motherly? She was being as motherly as a 14-year-old can be. Have you not seen the fucking MTV series 14 and Pregnant? Sorry, 16 and Pregnant. My bad. I was 2 years off. Like, fucking teenagers don't know how to be moms. She did her best.
By making it even more heart-wrenching to separate.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you had something calling you mom, you'd be like, I have a penis.
Yeah.
At least call me dad. Come on.
The Lucky Superior said, I love this movie. There wasn't any part that I actually disliked. It's not the greatest, but definitely doesn't get enough attention.
I'd agree with that.
Manaphy was adorable, the villain was decent, and there was quite a few parts that genuinely made me laugh, either by plain funniness or just charm. Like Team Rocket switching bodies. And also the Ranger, Jackie, he's pretty hot. H-A-W-T.
You mean Cam? You mean Cam?
Pretty much Cam.
It's Cam. He's left-handed, he has blonde hair, and I think he has blue eyes. He does, he has blue eyes.
The blue eyes white devil.
Is that everything?
No, we got one more. Sammy said, I recently watched this movie and I really enjoyed it. Manaphy and May were really cute together and the ending was really sweet.
Yeah, you know what? That is really sweet. Bye forever. And the credits.
I mean, it happens with pretty much every movie.
Well, yeah, they can't fucking keep them because how are they going to merge that into the actual anime series? Oh, you know, Manaphy is just here now. No explanation if you didn't watch the movie.
Bye!
But they didn't explain about her bracelet that she had.
She doesn't have it in the show.
Exactly. Yeah. They just got rid of it. Which that's definitely something she would have kept because it was to remember Manaphy.
That just proves that the movies aren't canon.
Or the show isn't canon, only the movies are canon.
You're an idiot.
I mean, both realities could be true. You don't fucking know.
Do you have anything else to say about this movie?
Yes. Apparently, Pokemon Pikachu's Adventure Island was so bad we didn't even put it in the disc.
I mean, I don't really talk about the movies.
Well, I wanted to because you don't. Someone's got to show them love.
I mean, I did the first one. Like,
it's on its own
Pikachu
disc.
Park Adventure, whatever the fuck.
It's on its own disc. Let's say that. Like, they didn't even care enough to put them on the same disc together so people might watch it. Like, they're just like, we know you're not going to watch it, so it's on a separate disc so you can put it on for your 4-year-old nephew.
I mean, I guess.
Alright, well, that's going to be it for today, I guess. Wait, how long were we?
108.
Fuck! I want to beat Clayton's stupid movie, but there's nothing else to talk about.
Yep. I guess we'll see you on
So there was this part when Ash had the crystal, and...
I'm Joe Tilon.
And I've been Bucky.
Alright, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for listening.
Screw you, that one guy that gets a fender bender.